software we have available here at AIM. This is specific to final expense and Medicare supplements. So I want to thank both Greg and Brian for being here today with us. Before we get started, just wanted to put an announce that we are going to have our next webinar will be next Wednesday, August 19th, 9 Pacific time, and joined by Larry Moore with Lincoln Financial to address the long-term care self-funding argument with your clients. Everybody will be on mute until the end of the webinar. So with that said, I'm going to turn it over to Greg and Brian for our webinar today.
All right, good afternoon, everybody. This is Brian McCann. We are with your insurance group, partners with the American Independent Marketing Group, AIM. We are partners in the Integrity Marketing Group family, and we are really, really excited to be, on this call, speaking to each and every one of you with regard to the lead opportunity. And I'd like to first off start again thanking Elena and Don, and also just mentioning something from the get-go so there's no confusion. This is your lead program. This is your lead house. This is your lead vendor. And what we mean by that is that you have access to everything that we do. And we're going to go over page by page the benefits and advantages we feel that you do have with using this platform. And what we'd like to do is, again, start page by page, go over it, and be able to answer any questions that you do have. So, Don, if you could hit that next page. First page of the PowerPoint indicates basically making it yours. All lead materials and orders can be white labeled with your company's name and logo. All lead sales and revenue goes to the Integrity Marketing Group, which means everything's under one umbrella. Also, AIM is here to facilitate your orders, okay? So everything you're able to do as one company. A lot of people out there are, I guess you could say, generating their own direct mail leads. They're doing this with other lead houses, dropping actual mail, actually mailers. There's challenges with that, with many direct lead programs. Number one, it's an unpredictable cost and return. What we mean by that is you're dropping mail, whether it's 1,000 pieces, whether it's 1,500, 2,000, whatever it may be. You're then at the mercy of a return. And remember, every return that you get is considered, every lead that's returned is considered a lead, whether it's blank, whether the people over the age of 95, whether there's vulgarity on the lead, whether it's someone that says, do not ever mail me again, that's still considered a response rate, and that's still considered a lead. With us, and also, the leads are not exclusive. Competitors may buy, sell, or work the same exact leads, meaning if you're selling, or should I say ordering leads from other mail houses, you're basically supporting and being in one pond, or should I say ocean, with our competitors. They're basically sharing the same data, potentially the same leads. And that's something that is obviously a risk, and that's something not worth the bang for your buck when you do not own them, because they're not exclusive for the most part when you're dealing with outside vendors. The benefits of using AIM's lead program, it's an integrity-owned lead program, as I indicated before, and it's an exclusive relationship. Just so you know, every piece of lead, every piece of data, every lead is exclusive for Integrity Partners, okay? It's a set cost lead that provides the predictable return. This is not where you're seeing what comes in. Every lead, not the mailer, every lead in itself has that set cost. Integrity's exclusive leads are never resold or redistributed, so you know that you have that lead for life. So you know when you invest in that specific lead, that is yours. Also, we have an established lead criteria to ensure quality. We'll be able to explain that in the next couple of slides. And the ability to protect territories. We believe that's probably one of the most important benefits of the platform. Meaning, and we'll go over it, if there's a specific number of leads we could generate in a state and specific county, and you're able to order them, say, on a weekly basis, that is a protected territory for you forever, for basically your career. I mean, we have agents in specific areas of the country that have been ordering leads for the last, 10 years with us in the same county and/or counties. So that's one of the advantages. You're able to protect that, knowing where you're going to be able to work for the next 6 months to 6 years. Lead time and distribution options. This is very important because you need to know when you place an order, how the leads work, how the timing of placing an order, then receiving the leads. Typically, leads begin to return between 3.5 to 4 weeks after the payment is processed and leads are ordered. What we mean by that is, let's just hypothetically say you placed an order today for 100 leads. Let's just use that for a number. Give or take, around the first week of September, you'll start receiving leads from that first lead order. You're not going to receive 100 leads, 3.5, 4 weeks from now. You'll start receiving leads from that first initial order. Advantage, all leads are returned first class mail. So when you do receive that lead, that's less than 72 hours off that person's kitchen table, actually when they were filling it out itself. Leads are distributed via email and are also uploaded into the agency's or agent's lead management system called OPT on Tuesdays and Thursdays, Tuesday and Thursday evenings. If you have your own lead software, specific lead delivery needs, AIM can make the adjustments to best serve you. So we just want you to know that all leads could be sent via email and also uploaded into an agent lead management system. Okay. Distribution message emailed. When you're actually receiving the lead, you're going to receive a message in the email saying, please see your leads attached and confirm receipt. In addition to the attached PDFs, your leads will also be loaded into Opt at a no-cost lead management portal, which will assist you to keep track of all your leads in one central location. Plus, the software's robust option will allow you to disposition your leads, leave notes, search for leads by name, county, zip, and many other features you may find to be resourceful and of a great value. Please let us know if you need us to resend your Opt credentials. Thank you. So we'll repeat, you have a lead management system with a lot of bells and whistles that is extremely robust with no cost to you. Okay? We're going to start with final expense leads. Final expense leads, what we do are basically criteria is we mail to ages 50 to 85, and we mail from incomes 10,000 to 50,000. What we do when we feel this pretty unique, we have something called the lead credit criteria. As you recall, when I first indicated when you're dropping mailers, anything that comes back is considered a return. If for any reason you receive a lead with both people over the age of 85, that's a lead credit. If you receive a duplicate lead within a 60-day period, that's a lead credit. If the lead, for whatever reason, comes back completely blank, that's a lead credit. If it says anything such as removed from list, that's a lead credit. So at least you know when you're receiving the actual lead from us, you're going to be receiving a lead that's qualified, basically filled out by a qualified prospect. All of the following final expense lead samples are used, which we'll be able to show you on the next slide. Okay, you can see here, Don, you could bounce, pretty quickly with this. We use 4 different leads. You'll see on every lead, if you could go back one time on this. Every one of our leads mention life insurance. There's no bait and switch. There's no Walmart card, anything such as that. Every one of us mentions senior final expense life insurance program. If you could click to the next one, Don. You can see there, new state regulated life insurance program to pay final expense for just pennies a day, regardless of your medical health condition. Again, if you're between the ages of 50 to 85, the federal government provides funeral expense benefits that many seniors living today are not aware of, which, by the way, we know that's the 255 benefit. Thousands of seniors nationwide are now applying for the new state-regulated life insurance program. And again, thousands of seniors nationwide applying for the new state-regulated life insurance program. I'll repeat, every single one of the leads mentioned life insurance on it. With regard to direct mail med sup leads, we mail to ages 64 and a half to age 80. We mail from incomes 25,000 plus. Lead credit criteria, both clients are over the age of 80. If it's mailed within 60 days of each other, a duplicate. Again, for some reason you get a completely blank lead, and/or says remove from list. We use a MedSup lead that pertains information that is extremely strong, and more importantly, getting great feedback from our partners. Medicare changes as of January 1st, insurers nationwide have increased their rates tremendously. Based on this, there is now a plan available in your state to save you hundreds of dollars each year. We have gotten a tremendous feedback. I'm very strong on the final expense and very strong on the MedSup. Candidly, with the coronavirus and a lot of different uncertainties out there, we just seem to be getting a lot of highly qualified leads of people that are not really shopping. They're really looking for coverage and looking for insurance. And that's something I think we have at least to the end of the year. So we have a good anticipated run moving forward. Okay. We're going to give you an example on how many leads we could generate. Okay. Let's just use for an example the MedSup lead volume. And I know that we have this also on the back end. Maybe Don want to wait for this to the back end just to show California.
Too far, sorry.
We also generate, yeah, no problem. You could go to the next. Keep going. Keep going.
The next. Yeah.
Yeah. We also generate turning 65 leads, seniors within 6 months of their 65th birthday, no income restrictions. Same thing with lead credit criteria. Mail within 60 days of each other, which is a duplicate, completely blank, and says remove from list. You go to the next bit. And again, that's our direct mail T65 lead. Our records indicate that you're turning 65 in the next 6 months and need affordable Medicare supplement policy. So again, very, very strong lead. You could skip that. We're going to do that towards the end. Okay. There's basically 3 ways to order leads. Number 1, mail the entire universe to generate all guaranteed leads. Universe is split into segments to provide a consistent flow of leads on a weekly order. And after leads orders are fulfilled, remaining leads are assigned as overflows. That's considered a one-time drop, leads per week, or overflow leads. And we're going to show you on a breakdown exactly how many leads we could generate in each 3 parameters. Okay. Overflow leads are available right now, which we'll be able to explain. We will request and more importantly show you the overflow inventory at the end of this PowerPoint. And to order leads, you complete a lead order form and email it to aimagent@yaim.com. Order confirmation and processing we have. Virtual user tour for the op system we have. New orders are charged on Mondays and Wednesdays. Monday or Wednesday, I should say. We'll be able to give you the link for the op system, which is the lead management free of charge. And we also have a op leads manager mobile app that you're able to pull up your leads on the mobile application. Okay. This is one thing we wanted to go over, and we're going to start with final expense leads. We just took this for an example in the state of California. We're going to be able to generate leads on a one-time order and on a weekly order, and we'd like to explain that. Let's start with the biggest, okay, just for fun. Los Angeles County, California. On a one-time order, that means maxing out the data that's available. We could generate 9,360 final expense leads. And that's every 90 days we would mail out the maximum amount of leads we could do using all the data that's available. And/or we could generate leads weekly of 1,170 leads. So a great example is you could work Los Angeles County for the rest of your career. And at the same time, hypothetically, let's say you and a bunch of agents wanted to go on a road trip. You wanted to sit down and work a specific county. Again, I'm just using Los Angeles for one. You could then do a one-time order. It doesn't have to be 9,360. You could do 500 leads, 300 leads, 1,000 leads, or you could order 100 leads a week, 200 leads a week, whatever you would, prefer. But at the same time, you now have control of how many leads you want, whether it's on a one-time order and or on a weekly order in specific counties of the state of California. I'll bring up another one of Fresno, 1,056 or 132 leads per week. So you know that you can have that. Remember, if everybody recalls, we mentioned about protected territories. All of these are protected. We'll give an example, okay? Let's hypothetically say you have 5 agents ordering 20 leads a week. That's 100 leads. Another group comes in and says, you know what? We want Fresno County. We want every piece of data there. We want every lead. Can't do it. We already have 100 leads a week. Coming from there, the maximum we could generate is another 32. Meaning as long as you're ordering leads on a weekly basis, you have a protected territory. You own that territory for the rest of your career. For as long as you want it, that territory is yours. Clearly, if lead data dries up, leads dry up, anything such as that, we will always have another county or two as an emergency backup. But especially for the leads that are able to generate a significant amount, such as Fresno, LA, Kern, Alameda, that's something you're pretty safe with. Of course, if you take a look at Lake County, I mean, you're looking at 15 leads a week. So we just want you to know that that the leads that we could generate, especially over 100, it's a pretty safe bet that we could carry at least 5 to 6 agents in that specific county, basically for the duration of their career. If we could flip that next page. MedSup leads, take a look at the same thing, same type of scenario. We could generate a lot more leads when it comes to MedSup leads on a one-time and or a weekly order. You take a look at, let's go back to Los Angeles County. We could generate 13,622 on a one-time order and or 1,703 on a weekly order. Same thing pertaining to the MedSup leads. If you want to do a one-time order and or a weekly order, you have that area-specific county protected for you. Okay. Another thing we like to bring up is something called overflows. Overflows are hypothetically, let's say an agent comes in and says, I'm ordering 50 leads in Lake County, California. Okay. Those 50 leads come in, agent's fulfilled. Another 20 leads come in over and above that agent's lead order. Those are then called overflows. Okay. So from that point, those overflows will have the first right of refusal for the specific agent, and or they go into an overflow list that we email each and every week. You then have an opportunity. As everybody recalls, when you're first ordering leads, it's going to take 3.5 to 4 weeks from the day you order for those leads to start coming back. The advantage of overflow leads is that these are A leads, never distributed, exclusively yours, that are available for immediate purchase and immediate distribution. So an example, we have 20 leads in Lake County, California right now, T65s, that you could purchase and receive today and go out and make a presentation and hopefully turn that into business. And again, the list is much bigger than what we're showing, but we just wanted to show you from an example of what we have. Final expense, you take a look. We have 26 in Los Angeles, 4 in Orange, 4 in San Mateo, and 8 in Shasta. So again, same thing, fresh overflow leads that are available for immediate purchase and for immediate distribution. Okay, and if we can, do you have the page with the prices of the leads, Don?
I don't see the price for the leads on here.
It should have been on there because I'd like to go over that.
Right. Let me go back here and we'll just kind of go back through and just see what we got. See, there was this piece. I didn't see the cost though, Brian.
Okay, not a problem. What we could do is, if you can, everybody can write this down. The price per lead for a final expense lead is $29.95 for fresh A lead order, final expense lead. A T65 turning 65 is $25 per lead. A med sup is $23 per lead. That's all fresh A-lead orders. The overflow price for a final expense lead is $27. As you can see, not only is it discounted close to 10%, but it's available for immediate purchase and distribution. So overflows are discounted. And just so you know, it's the same exact lead as an A lead. It's just over and above the specific order of an agent. Also,
we will
med sup.
We'll have that order form too.
Yeah, everything will be on your order form regarding prices. That's fine. But I just want to go over med sup will also be reduced from $25 to $23 per lead. Turning 65, $25 to $23 for overflow, $25 for a fresh order. Med sup is reduced from $23 fresh A-lead order to $21.50 for an overflow. As you, again, as everyone can see, there's an advantage, and a lot of people get excited to look at the overflow list because, again, the advantages are it's a little bit of a discount, and you could purchase and receive same day.
We do have a few questions, Brian. So
sure. Shoot away.
Okay. So one of the questions was, the return percentage on your final expense and Medicare supplement leads, a rate of return.
Mm-hmm. They want to know the rate of return is irrelevant. The rate of return, and that's so important, and that's why I love that question. Because most people from experience is, okay, what's the rate of return? What's the rate of return? What's the rate of return? That's no concern because you're paying per lead. That's something over the course of 6-7 years we've been able to calculate to try to be able to include everyone in the Integrity family at that discounted price. And here's one thing that's a fact, and I'd love for Greg to also comment on this, but any agent in California, and please correct me if I'm wrong, because all the years we've been doing this, these are the numbers we have. All the agents in California is probably one of the worst states when it comes to response rate. But California doesn't have to worry about that because California is in the group discount of the whole country. Because remember, we're mailing 3, 4, 5, 6 million pieces of mail every week. So you're now involved in that national price. I could tell you from our experience, if you're going to mail your own mailing in California, you're probably paying on a final expense lead anywhere between $38 to $50 a piece. You now have a locked price in any part of the state of California at $29.95 for that final expense lead. What pertaining to med sup, you're looking in probably in the low 30s in the state of California. You're purchasing a lead for $23. And more importantly, a qualified lead that has lead credit criteria. So I just want to be able to answer that question. The good thing is there's no risk on your end because you already know what you're spending. You already know what your cost is going to be.
Gotcha. Yeah, I don't see anything else in the queue for questions. I'm just trying to think if there's anything else we want to look at. Well, there's one more that just kind of popped up. It says, do you have Washington, and can you see county availability available?
Well, you know what? I'm glad you asked that, and I'm just going to get that information for you. If you could give me less than 15 seconds. Greg, are you on the line?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, if you can, because Greg is quicker than I at this. King County, Washington. Is it final expense or med sup, Don?
They didn't specify what it was, but also Colorado. So I'm thinking probably either final expense or Medicare supplements.
Okay, we're just going to do final. We'll start with final expense. Medicare in Colorado. But who said King County, Washington?
Washington. It just said the leads. I didn't see. It doesn't say the final expense or not yet.
Gotcha. But do you have the county of Washington?
Do not. We can go up King though. says both in all counties in Washington. So we can do any county just to see. In Weld County and Larimer County in Colorado.
Greg, if you could get that for the Med Sup.
For King County in Washington, for Med Sup, we'd be able to do 430 leads per week or 3,400 leads on a one-time job.
And there's
I think you wanted
Colorado.
Colorado now, Greg. Med Sup, Colorado.
Sure.
And just so you know, Don, you will have access to all this data and all the leads per week, which we sent out yesterday.
Perfect. There was one other one, Benton and Franklin counties in Washington. And we'll have all of that access too. So if you guys have more questions, you know, for agents out there, give me a call or any of the marketers here at AIM, and we can help you with those counties too later on.
Yeah, for El Paso, Colorado.
Okay, Greg.
Sorry, Brian. For El Paso, Colorado, for Med Sup leads, we can produce 139 per week or 1,100 on a one-time job.
Very good. Well, I very much appreciate you guys being on the call today. We will be in touch. Thank you, everyone, for being on the call today. If you have any questions, like I said, contact us here at AIM, and we'll get you going on this LEAP program.
We want to thank you again, Don. Thank you, Aliana, for your time. Again, as partners, we're only a phone call away, and we appreciate all the support. And all we want to do right now moving forward is under-promise and over-deliver and give each and every agent under the Integrity family umbrella an opportunity to own their leads and, more importantly, control their destiny, which we feel this platform can do. So, again, we appreciate your time, and we hope everybody enjoys their day. Thank you.
All right. Thanks.